Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss Python variables and tokens. So let's start. Token is a small building of programs in the language. There are many tokens in the language. First, character sets. Python uses traditional ASCII character sets, and the version of Python 2.7 and above also recognize the Unicode character sets. The ASCII character sets is a subset of the Unicode character sets. Why we said the ASCII character subset is a Unicode character sets? Because the ASCII character sets built with 7 to 8 bit, 7 or 8 bit ASCII codes, while Unicode character sets built with 64 bits. Identifier is nothing, it is a user defined words, those words which is defined by the user in the program, called identifier. There are naming rules how to give the name of identifiers. There are many rules. First, the name of the identifier should be begin with alphabet or an underscore. This can be followed by any combination of characters like small letters, capital letters, digits, or an underscore, or any combination. But the start with alphabet or underscore. Identifier can be any length. Identifier can be any length means the minimum length of one character and maximum length of identifier any number of characters. Identifier should not be a keyword or reserved words, and we cannot use any symbol like at the rate, hash, or any other special symbol as an identifier. Keywords. What is keywords? Keywords are reserved words. Each word has a specific meaning in the Python interpreter, and we can use a keyword in our program only for the purpose for which it has been defined. That means keywords are reserved words. Keywords have a specific meaning in the language. So we cannot define any keyword as identifier. There are list of keywords given here. So student, just remember it. Variable. A variable in a program is uniquely identified by a name. Variable in a Python refers to an object, an item, or an element that is stored in memory. Value of the variable in the Python can be a string or a numeric value. For example, gender equal to M, single inverted. Price equal to 594.6. Message equal to hello friend. Here message is a variable, price is a variable, gender is a variable. But M, 594.6 and hello friends are the values or literals. Here we are going to demonstrate the variables concept. How to define the variable gender equal to M, price equal to, you can write any other value, and message equal to D. Here we can define we defined three variables like gender, price, and message. We can also print the values of these variables through print statement. We can also print values of variable with message like this. So price of an item is a message prints as it is in screen, and the price is the variable that print their values. So the output will be the price of an item is 594.4. Literal. Literal is nothing, it is just a value which is stored in any memory location. There are many types of literals: string literal, integer literal, long literal, float literal, complex literal, Boolean literals. Operators. An operator is used to perform specific mathematical or logical operations on values. The value that the operator works on are called operands. Here, 10 plus num. 10 and num are operands, and plus is operator. Python supports many type of operators: arithmetic operators, relational operators, assignment operators, logical operators, identity operator, and members of operator. First, we discuss arithmetic operators. Python supports arithmetic operators that are used to perform the four basic arithmetic operations as well as modular division, floor division, and exponentiation. Plus, minus, multiply, divide. We just go to demonstrate it. Here, 2 plus 5 plus operator returns 7. Just add the two values. 5 minus 2, it will return 3. 5 divide, subtract 2, subtract from 5. 5 multiplied by 2, that means it will return 10, and 5 divided by 2, that means 2.5. These are the four basic operations. Now 5 modular division 2, that means 5 divided by 2, and modular division means it will return the remainder. The value will be 1. Floor division means it will return quotient. Then 5 divided by 2, quotient will be 2. And exponential, a raised to power b, like 5 raised to power 2, that means it will return 25. Similarly, relational operator. Relational operator compare the values of the operand side. Double equal to 5 equal to 3. It will return false because 5 and 3 are not equal. 5 not equal to 3, that is true because 5 not equal to 3. So 5 not equal to 3 will return true. 5 greater than 3, again it will return true because 5 is always greater than 3. 5 less than 3, it will return false because 5 is always greater than 3. So 5 less than 3 is a false statement. 5 greater than equal to 3, that means it will return true, and 5 similarly 5 less than equal to 3, it will return. Now come to the comments. Comments are used to add a remark or a note in the source code. Comments are not executed by the interpreter. They are added with the purpose of making the source code easier for human to understand. There are two types of comments: single line comments and multi-line comments. In case of single line comment start with hash. Everything follows the hash till the end of the line is treated as comment. For example, we have written as equal to a plus b statement, but the question arises, what is a, b and s? Similarly, what is plus and equal to? So we write a small description regarding this expression as equal to a plus b. Put the hash and then write A and B and S are operand, and similarly plus and equal to are operator. So this is the small comment or single line comment regarding the expression as equal to A plus B. But if you want to write elaborated comment, that means you want to write comment in more than one line, use multi-line comment. Multi-line comment denoted by triple quote. Now come to the R value and L value assignment. The concept of L value and R value is used in assignment statement. In this assignment expression, first of all, the evaluation happen at the right side of the expression R value and assigned to the left side of expression L values. For example, Z equal to Z plus 5. So what will happen? First of all, right value will get executed. Fetch the value of Z from memory, adding them to 5, and finally store the value to the left hand side variable called Z. So first execute the right side value in assignment statement and then left side value. Now come to the assignment operator. Assignment operator assign or changes the value of the variable on its left. There are many types of assignment operator equal to. For example, num equal to 5. The value of num will be 5. Similarly, plus equal to. Num plus equal to 5. Value of num will increase by 5. If initial value of num is 5 and after this statement the value of num will be 10. Similarly, minus equal to, value of num will decrease by 5 after the num minus equal to 5. Multiply equal to, value of num will be 5 times from the initial value. And divide equal to, num divide equal to 5, value of num will reduce by 5 times. For example, num equal to 5. The value of num is 5. Num plus equal to 5, that value of num, now value of num is 10. Again num minus equal to 5, again the value of num become 5 because 5 is reduced from 10. Now num multiply equal to 5, the value of num become 25. Similarly, the num divide equal to 5, the value of num again is 5. Logical operators. There are 3 logical operators supported by Python. These operators, and or not, are to be written in a small letter. The logical operators evaluate to either true or false. By default, all values are true except none, false, zero, empty collection like these values. All values represent true except none. None represent false. False also false. Zero represent fault. Empty collection also represent false. There are 3 logical operators, and or not. Logical AND. If all operands are true type, then output will be true. Otherwise, output will be false type. True and true, that means true and true. It will return true because all. These two operands, if these two operands is true, then final result will be true. True and false, it will return false. False and false, true, it will return false. False and false, again false. Because if all operands There are two operands, first one and second one. If all operands are true, then result will be true. Otherwise, in all cases, result will be false. Logical OR. If all operands, if all operands are false, then output will be false. Otherwise, output will be true. If all operands, these two operands is false, then result will be false. False or false, then false. If all operands, remember this, if all operands is false, then false. Otherwise, at least one of them is true, then result will be true. True or true, that means true. True or false, that means true, or false, that means true. False or true, that means true. If at least one operand is true, then output will be true. If all operand is false, output will be false. Logical operator NOT. Convert true into false and vice false into true. Not true means false. Not false means true. Identity operator. Identity operators are used to determine whether the value of the variable is of a certain type or not. Identity operator can also be used to determine whether two variables are referring same object or not. Is num1 is num2 true if the same. If num1 and num2 is same, then it will return true. And num1 is not num2. If num1 and num2 are same, then it will return false, because if both are same. If both are same, then it will return false. If both are different, then this statement will return true. So this is the identity operators. Membership operator used to check if the value is a member of a given sequence or not. In, for example, 2 in 1, 2, 3. 2 is 2 present in 1, 2, 3? Yes, true. It will return true. Not in. 2 in 1, 2, 3. Is 2 not present in 1, 2, 3? No, it is present. So it will return false. So this is the membership operators. We just demonstrated. 2 in 1, 2, 3. It will return true. 2 not in 1, 2, 3. It will return false, because 2 is present in 1, 2, 3. Similarly, 5 in 1, 2, 3. It will return false, because 5 is not present in 1, 2, 3 sequence. 5 not in 1, 2, 3. It will return false, because 5 is not present in 1, 2, 3. Now come to the data type. Every value belongs to a specific data type in Python. Data type identifies the type of data values or a variable can hold and the operation that can be performed on the data. There are many data types: numeric data type, dictionary data type, boolean data type, set data type, sequence data type. Here we are going to study only basic data type, numeric and string. Numeric data type. Number data type store numeric values only. It is further classified into three categories: int, float, and complex. Int is a number, number, any whole number, included 0, minus, negative number, positive number. For example, -12, -3, 0, 125, 2. These are the whole numbers. So these are belongs to integer. Floating point number, real or floating point numbers, that means number which have a fractional values: -2.04, 4.0, 14.23, etc. Complex number, always in form of a plus ib. or a plus bi. 3 plus 4i. We have I is iota. Iota. The I square equal to under root 1. So this is the numeric value. Integer data type. Integer data type store only whole values. Whole value means positive value, negative value, and 0, which is no fractional part. Float value. Float data type store value with fractional part. This value can be positive, negative, or 0. String. Now come to the string data type. String is a group of character. These character may be alphabet, digits, or special character including space. String value are enclosed either in single quotation mark or in double quotation mark. These quotations are not in the part of a string. They are used to mark the beginning and end of the string for interpreter. For example, string 1, str1 equal to hello friends, string 2 equal to 125. Here, 125 is not an integer. It is a string because it enclosed in double inverted. We cannot perform numerical operations on a string even when a string contains the numeral value like a str2. That means str2, which contains 125 as a string, we cannot do any numerical operation like plus, minus, subtraction, division, etc. Okay, thank you guys.